Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Saga, and today is the final day of the spoilers that we are getting for 1.0 of Temtem. So, JT, how are you feeling today?
I feel actually quite good today. Like I had a really good morning, I should say, and I have been kind of eager to knowing what they're going to be leaving us to read through this last spoiler, we should say.
Let's get into it. Let's see what do we have. So, hello once more, Tamers. Welcome to the last day of the very exciting Golden Week. No disclaimer today either, so let's dig in. So, let's see what do we have. Pansons or the lack of current activities. The inclusion of extra feathers as a reward for each activity represents a general improvement in rewards for all activities. Since you will now get both the RNG rewards and feathers to purchase non-RNG rewards, this should help mend the biggest issue that was causing the dissatisfaction amongst our players. We don't plan any additional changes. Okay, that's good. I mean, they are going to fix it. We are going to drastically reducing the price of cosmetic and housing items you can get in the regular boutiques and furniture stores around Archipelago. So I guess they admit right then that it was expensive all the way around because they were saying that in 1.0 they're going to have a Panson making method that will make us feel like the cosmetics are not expensive anymore. But looks like they're reducing the cosmetic prices itself, which is okay, I guess, right?
I think it's a good take on this because since majority of the players, if they really want to have especially in Arbory, we have a lot of like different clothing that looks actually quite good, and having like these ridiculous prices over them, it's kind of like pushing players back to not buying them immediately. And we also have like this swimming suit that is also cost a little bit if you want to go and buy it off. So just reducing a little bit will definitely increasing the players wanting to cosmetics their players a lot more.
That's fair. We are also introducing more cosmetics and housing items as part of the current loot pools. We are still reserving most of them for the Tamer's Paradise shops and some for the future cosmetic pass, but we managed to include some more variety in the current pools. I guess that's good, that's never wrong. Free time is also getting some changes. Our idea behind free time was never for it to become an activity on its own, but to exist as a bonus for people already choosing the path of capturing new gems, mainly breeders. However, it has never been perceived as such. We are going to keep it, but we are basically cutting by half the time that it is needed to receive item rewards. Currently, the cap for the last item is 400 to 450 releases. We are turning the cap into 200 and adjusting the rest accordingly. We are not increasing the Panson's rewards to accommodate this change, but we are now adding feathers as a reward for releases to compensate. I guess it's good for people who wanted to do free time faster because they will get their rewards faster, but people who did free time for getting the Pansons are gonna be, well, not that happy about this, right?
Yeah, for those people who are really looking forward to, getting this pencils reward, especially like breeders in general, because getting 400 releases is still a good amount, especially taking out of this, free towns method you have there. For example, the hazardous method, it is a good stable pencil earning you're getting from there. But also, like if you're looking on the majority of the players as well, that it's not really looking into like you have to go releasing 400 temps just to getting maybe a hot fix, maybe I don't know DNA strand at the very bottom of the releases. It doesn't really motivate player to do it. But now when it's turning into like roughly 200 and having different the rewards, especially adding into the feathers, would definitely making this more interesting for the players who want to do, and then especially like it never hurts to getting a little bit more pencils.
Yeah, that is true. Last but not the least, they are adding rewards for completing kudos. Most of the kudos will grant feathers, and that's why they were not able to give that before. They will also give cosmetics, housing items, and titles. I'm actually happy that we are going to get some more titles because as of right now, very few people have titles other than that, other than the congressional agent that you get from the story. So it's a good idea, I believe.
Yeah, I think I mean, it's a part of like cosmetics part, I would say. So having just the title itself, it's gonna be amazing, and especially if you're getting from kudos, like maybe it's a hard kudo and you're getting it, maybe only like a percentage having it, but also potentially getting titles from other holes also. So this is just gonna be amazing. Just see this.
And I think the last thing we have here is last breeder route again. There were people who were a backer tier in our Kickstarter whose perks included designing one tem and one route each. We have surely been covering the process behind the creation of tems and routes, and today's the turn of Tutor Zix, the breeder behind Pupoise and Loatel route, the Sequence Aquarium. The new route will be added to the game with version 1.0, so he wanted an underwater tunnel, I guess. It looks pretty good. I mean, this looks pretty good.
This looks actually really good though.
Yeah, I wonder if there would be fishing actually available in this place, or how are they going, like, what are they going to do with this place? There has to be some use for this place as well, right? It looks really good though. Pretty smooth.
It feels like that you're walking through like a like a mall, like an underground mall, with potential, like, I don't know. It feels like you could fit in like small activities in here as well. But in general, like, I'm really liking what I'm looking here.
Okay, they're adding it in Dennis, because I guess according to them, Dennis is where it is fitting the aquarium theme as well. So this is where it is gonna be. The FOMO bush is basically where it's gonna have it. So once you enter here, then you can go all the way in there, and it already looks pretty good. Gameplay wise, the route was conceived to be something completely optional. Players could choose to explore once they obtain the surfboard. To reinforce this idea, all NPC tamers that battle in this route are also completely optional. They will only battle if you interact and ask them to battle. How the tables have turned. Lore-wise, this made sense, creating a wild area that is unique in the whole game, accessible only after you obtain the fishing rod. I mean, the place looks really good. I'm not gonna say no to that.
Really
yeah.
liking like just the floor itself, and also that you can actually see all of these water temps on both sides here. Like, I'm so far really amazed by this.
Yeah, I mean, it is a place to visit, but there's no actual activity in there, but it is looking like a beautiful place to be. Let's see what do we have. That's a wrap on the general idea for 1.0 content. We are a bit out of our depth with sharing things so openly so early on, but we believe all these changes are really relevant to the final outlook of the game, and that it really shows the effect your constant stream of feedback during the early access have had on the game, as well as our compromise to listen to it. We hope these posts might have helped assuage worries, sparkled some excitement, and maybe even rekindled lost hypes. Although there are still a lot of details and specifics to share, we hope now you have a clear understanding of what this huge patch should contain and what to expect from it. We are very, very eager to see you on Tamer's Paradise on September 6th. Let's close this week off by flexing a first look of what the world of Temtem might look like come version 1.0. Talk to you soon, Tamers. I mean, I see a Luma Tyrannac. I see a Pukey mount, by the way, JT.
Oh my god! Oh no, that is actually interesting. Riding a Pukey.
Dude, it is either a mount or it is just like an emote, and he's sitting and trolling on there. An OB10 sticker. Wait, the pig mount? Where do you see the pig mount? Hey, wait, there's a FOMO backpack as well. I just saw.
Yeah, that I thought for a moment that it was just a FOMO that was running loose there, but it looks more like a backpack, as you mentioned.
Hey JT, look at the back. There's a Pig mount as well. You fly with Pig, bro. Bro, Pig carrying you.
Oh, I see it now in the distance.
Oh, bro, it actually looks hilarious. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, it looks hilarious. Now I'm just hoping that we're getting enough people, like, we go back to the Pig Epic Bridge and we're all gonna be flying with pigs and just flying around on the bridge.
I'm so excited for this patch. It looks promising. Do you have anything that disappointed you across the 5 days of the posts, JT?
Oh, I'm gonna try to like remember through all of what I've been reading. I think. Oh man, it's like there have been so many things that have been like been good and what have been like needed. Something that I think is gonna be probably the most disappointed, but I was expecting it as well, is probably if you're looking through over like the Tamer paths and the Novas and so on. I think they could have done it a little bit better, but in general, like majority of the posts that have been posted have been solid, have been needed. Really something that people have been looking forward for them to implement them earlier. So this has been fantastic so far.
I think the day one was a bit of a lackluster for me, but after that, since day two, they just picked up and never stopped with the hype that they kept on going with. Today was a bit of a lackluster, but again, it was mainly focused on economical changes and stuff like that. So today was not supposed to be the final day as well, but I think they maybe should have swapped the day 4 and day 5 and kept the Tamer Paradise on day 5 to just keep the maximum hype going, right? That would be better, I think. Like,
Yeah,
end the day with end the week with the blast of a post, with all the new information of game modes and stuff.
yeah, I think that was something really would be really handy. Like, you're having a lot of hype, expecting the next post and so on, and ending with actually the Tamer's Paradise, that would be, like you're saying, would have been really good. And I see someone that said that I disliked the first post that came out, and I'm gonna deny that. I thinking the Luma changes and so on is very needed, and I'm actually looking forward to slowly, not entirely, but at least having some activity going back in Luma hunting.
Yeah, I think most of us are gonna do the same, but that will be the post for day 5, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the notification button so that you are notified of new videos. It is me and JD going off. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care and stay safe, guys.